Morning everyone. Today is January 11th, 2021 and I read Genesis chapter 11. I would like to start off by reading us a couple of verses. It is verses 4, 6, and 7. I'll start off with 4. It goes, "Then they said, 'Come, let us build ourselves a city and a tower with its top in the heavens, and let us make a name for ourselves, lest we be dispersed over the face of the whole earth.'" Verse 6. "And the Lord said, Behold, they are one people, and they all have one language, and this is only the beginning of what they will do. And nothing that they propose to do will now be impossible for them." 7. "Come, let us go down, and there confuse their language, so that they may not understand one another's speech." Today it talks about the Tower of Babylon and how the people were trying to make a name for themselves. I want us to take this time to look back at verse 10 from yesterday's chapter. It talks about how Nimrod had Babylon as one of his own kingdoms. This prideful behavior is cut down by God, and he separates their language and disperses them all over the earth. Instead of trying to make your own separate kingdom on the side, we all know that we should be living under God's kingdom, for his kingdom, and serving for his kingdom. The story of the Tower of Babylon is then followed by a genealogy, and if you guys saw yesterday's video, you guys would probably know that I tend to struggle with these. But I took my dad's tips and I read through, and I actually did end up finding the purpose of this genealogy. I want to read us verse 26 from today's chapter. It goes, "When Terah lived 70 years, he fathered Abram, Nahor, and Haran." I noticed that this genealogy focuses on Terah's descendants, one of them being Abram. It acts as something to fast forward the time after the Tower of Babylon all the way to the birth of Abram. It opens up and becomes an intro for tomorrow's passage, which is titled The Call of Abram. Well, I hope the main points that I got out of today's passage reached out to you well. That is it for today's journey. I thank you for hopping on. I hope to see you tomorrow with Genesis chapter 12. Bye.